Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. Today we'll be running a tier 3 map. I got a Reef map rolled into a rare with 20% extra quality. So more rewards, better loot. So we get more rare monsters because they all have a nemesis mod. Monsters deal extra cold damage. Actually they have more extra cold resistance and they deal more lightning damage. And they gain endurance charges. So this is going to be an interesting mix of aggressive monsters that have their defenses buffed a little bit. This 40% bonus basically means that 40% of the hatred bonus does not apply. Still, it's interesting enough, so let's do this. I don't actively recall the Reef, so this could be interesting. And lots of nemesis mods, so I have to really keep an eye out for what all the orange ones are doing, because this is a Vile Touch, those are dealable. Berserkers are a bit tougher. But of course there are some explosive ones. Bringer of Weakness. I'll probably be drinking this one quite a bit to deal with curses. Level of it's a tier 3, so that means level 70 area. I'm 75 now, so that's well within my level. Shrouded ones are always fun to do with. Yes. So it's always interesting to see what we get. Also, they killed our golem. Buggers. That's a reflector. Not as much of an issue for this build, just because you got so much life regen and resistances. Okay. Just re-summon the golem periodically. Ooh, Promenade, that's a tier 4. I know what next episode's going to be. Okay, let's have a look out. No Stormbearers. Oh, it's extra lightning damage, that's always just good to see. Oh, the damage stacks a bit. About 200-300 points of damage for each of the storm orbs that pops. So for now I'm just gonna hug the left hand shore. And then we'll see. Just run around the outside and then just work our way inwards. Or is this like a nice bottleneck? I mean, if it's a bottleneck then we can actually clear areas at a time. Let's have a look how it goes. Hey, Soul Conduit again. It's so nice with that raise that effect on them. Lots more things to kill. Okay, this area doesn't seem to be too particularly wide. It's almost comparable to the tropical island. So let's say for now this might be a decent one to just do full clears and just weave from side to side rather than tracing the outsides. That's the thing that made him immortal. I thought there would be a rare or something that had it. Her mask. What are you? Bringer of fragility. I'll drink my anti-curse potion to that.
I cannot carry this.
Wow. We're not completely overburdened, it just appears that way. Okay, in regards to those boots we are. So, quick down stop, safeguard our map. Okay, so far I have probably run about a dozen maps and I still haven't found our Lady of the Maps, Zana. I've encountered just about every other master already. So Zana's being really shy this season for me. Which is unfortunate since there's an achievement to getting Zana to the maximum level. But if she never shows, then it's kind of hard to actually get that achievement. So yeah, slightly annoying. We already killed these. So how have your efforts been? Just you as the general viewer audience. How have your efforts been in the league so far? Did you find Zana on your very first run, or did you also have more issues finding her than in the previous league? I mean, for me, this is the second league where I'm running maps. Previous league, I found Zana in like 2 or 3 runs. It was pretty quick actually. But now it doesn't and still nothing. So am I just really unlucky? Ah, that was a 4 lots of blood. So I'm highlighting the turquoise amulets now in purple because they're actually something. I got this one still. It's a lower level one. It has a bunch of stats, but there's just enough stats on here that I don't really care about. Now the little bit of fire damage is just wasted. The accuracy bonus is wasted, of course, because of resolute technique. So I want something better, something that has a couple of resistances on it. See, my base resistance is still no. It's about 60% on lightning. Would be nice to boost it, and especially considering I actually found myself a helmet with some decent stats: 40% fire resistance and 30% chaos resistance. And for the rest, decent armor, and I can craft some life on top of it. But yeah, I can't add more resistances to that particular helmet, which is unfortunate because lightning is something I really want to fix. So I have to get it from somewhere else. And currently the amulet is my weakest gear slot in terms of contribution to the resistance fund. So stop trying to hurt me so dang much. Okay. Hatred, that's always good, more damage. Okay. This is going on long enough that I'm expecting there's a unique I missed or something. Or they just needed a lot of kills. Okay, fair enough. Ah, there's another one. Or were they just wanderers from a previous chest that did not die along with the chest? That might be better. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice sea of blues. And that's another Perandus mob. couple here. Okay, we'll get back to this coast later. I want that spider map. Spider forest map. Was it another tier 4? That's the second tier 4 we found so far. I'm very happy. Because this was actually the last of my tier 3s. I got a bunch of tier 1s and some tier 2s, but in terms of tier 3s this was the last one. But upgrading to tier 4, I'm perfectly happy with that. Chronovage. Let's curse immunize ourselves. I don't care about your temporal chains. Blessing of the Elements. Okay, so this, as far as maps go, the layout slash design of this one is pretty decent. It just seems to go from right to left, and it just widens a bit and narrows a bit, but never really excessively so. And as a result, you can just clear it in a single go. You have to weave a bit, but a little weaving is okay. Also, there's people in the water. Ah, that's the annoying bit, of course. There's always people in the water that are easy to overlook, especially if they're hidden. You know, like there's water elementals that don't spawn until you're right on top of them. Flaring pulse bloods. Double flask. What are you? Asphyxia! That seems fitting for a water map, I suppose. Here, have it done.
My mana is gone.
My mana is gone. It's been a long time since I heard that. I was just chain casting everything I could. Also trying to recast my golem, which was a little tougher. Do I have enough space for the noble axe? No, I don't. Hey, what's the slash remaining? 3 monsters remain. Those lucky duckies. I mean, this is not a twin map, so full clearing not necessary. I think we did a pretty good job here. And still, no Zana. I wonder what tier I'm gonna reach before actually finding Zana. Could be like a new challenge. How long can you go without Zana? So, Spider Forest map and the Promenade. So, Promenade first, Spider Forest next. So, next two maps are now known. And with that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again next episode with a tier 4 map. Bye bye.